on and on and on and off. Franklin had concluded this morning's thesis, the one in which he woke up to, in the middle of, to the acceleration for becoming something more. That, or by waking up he became less. Either way, Franklin reached a conclusion. There is a separate self inside that only exists when I sleep, and for exactly 7 minutes immediately after I wake. That separate self, which by now is foreign, having been awake for nearly 2 hours. 16 minutes, 37 seconds, 41 lingers to complete a transition or passing of the torch to the self responsible for living in the world and doing the things to survive. 2 selves. And off. Franklin had concluded his morning's thesis, the one in which he woke up to, in the middle of, to the acceleration for becoming something more. That, or by waking up he became less. Either way, Franklin reached a conclusion. There is a separate self inside that only exists when I sleep, and for exactly 7 minutes immediately after I wake. That separate self, which by now is foreign, having been awake for nearly 2 hours, 16 minutes and 37 seconds. 41 lingers to complete a transition or passing of the torch to the self responsible for living in the world and doing the things to survive. 2 selves. There is no ego. Both are capable of past, present, and future visualization and contemplation. And of that imagination, pain and pleasure, to which serves the other's purpose, we find it a mutual relationship. The thing sleeps to regenerate. The regenerated thing actively survives to sleep. It's just that simple, to an extent. While there is still time, both are able to connect divinely. Also, which is more widely known as creating universi. To connect divinely. Also, which is more widely known as creating universi. Together, these 2 selves, if looked at as a collection or pair coexisting, create universi. Universe 2. Now, in these 2 worlds, there are distractions pointing towards a much lesser shared reality. Now, in these 2 worlds, there are distractions pointing towards the much lesser shared reality. This is the world of psychiatric medicine, media outlet, fear blasting, consumer-driven fat shaming, religious overbearing correctioning, the list goes on, but I'm running out of time. We are able to be steadfast and undistracted. We, just like that, the choice for us is there, to in a sense abandon direction and fall into the 44th dimension. to, in a sense, gain a direction and fall into the 44th dimension. And just like that, Franklin merged into the active self, the one known as Franklin, a sound and a face, a role. He needed to shout. He needed to go to work. He needed to eat. His body needed him. The unnamed sleeper needed him at this time and on this day to go ahead with it and complete half the share. And Franklin will. He will. And though I will, it's altogether important for you to know I first need to play a video game. I hope you will understand. I need to drink in excess of coffee too. And shortly thereafter, I needed to stare off and feel disconnected. Franklin concluded, and he did. He did all these things and more. We created space. To how much each requires space. Is it dependent or universal? This is the question not to be answered at this time, on this day of days. On the status of things. Larry packs his socks. He folds them first in halves and presses them with an aged right hand. The deep blue worms just beneath his thinning skin moved the adjustments of pressure along the ends and folds of his socks as he quietly packs them. And he pauses to stare off. He re-engages the socks. He pauses to stare off. And just like this, Larry spent his morning. All 2 hours before. I must leave soon. I am leaving. I must go soon. I must go to work. His teeth now unbrushed, to be brushed soon. Clean for future stains. Breath cleared. Disheveled describes his hair. Lost is his demeanor. We find him at the intersection of intense presence and abstract absence. He comes forth and leaves just the same. He is there, but then he is not. This is the status of things for Larry. Weeks ago, he left the hair of his head behind to be flushed, and it will clog a future resident's drain. He is the ascending part of a roller coaster. He is the descending part of a roller coaster. Something about her. When she gets her nails done and plays that guitar, no guy, no girl, no child can stand her beauty. And the way her hair falls, how she looks down and out, down to her instrument, out into everyone's soul. Definitely mine, at least. I see it on the faces of others too. We all are in with it. Those beautiful hands and those colors she's made, a web of aesthetic sound neither I nor you nor anyone or anything will ignore or resist or take for granted. In that web, there's us. If we were to take a vote on the feeling about being in her web, we were cool with it. I'm not sure if she's planning to eat us, but okay, if she needs to, I will be the first. No, I will be the first. It's crazy, I tell you, the way this chick has all of us locked in a free world, mindlessly pursuant on staying stuck. Some are recording her music. Others have fallen asleep, listening. I mean, this could be their lunch break. I see briefcases beside them. And it would appear they may have finally just said, fuck it, I'm not going back. I'm staying right here. I am not going back. There is a choice, and she's shown me there is always a choice. Fuck this briefcase, fuck these clothes, and I shit you not, some of them taking off their clothes and literally throwing them into the wind. I saw a man's pair of pants tumble down the sidewalk and land on the head of a sleeping homeless man. Another woman who had already undressed, I kept my clothes on, started dancing real slow next to Sarah and her guitar. And the woman dancing began to open and close her legs. Slowly, quickly, revealing and hiding between them the one known as Franklin. A sound and face and roll. He needed to shower. Reckless, euphoric abandon. Hypnotized. I know it's hard to make sense of what I'm saying. After I came inside, softened, I wouldn't believe it anymore either. Hence, this is why I tell the story. To trigger the memory of what occurred. But it is, or was, like. This girl and her guitar opened up a shared collection of human sense. All who heard her play stopped and became one with it. I was the first to sit down next to her. Not long after, another joined, then another, and it was like the area of our influence grew exponentially. And we were all responsible for everything, down to the detail, down to the great-looking vagina, down to the tumbling pair of pants destined to be a new hat. Everything became one. There's really no other way to explain it. You know, like most of these writings I'm reading for the first time. My style is to move forward with words, and rarely do I move backwards, and rarely do I reflect on what is there and what's written, especially with visual art. All the visual things I've done with writing, I've like not invested, I don't know, no time into reading those things. So I guess I'm gonna read one more. I know you're over there. Hope you don't feel left out being that far away, but I know you're there. I'm just gonna read one more, and let's do this. So I'm just gonna pick a random one. On March 16th. I'm gonna try to do an accent. And there was a light. Man, and there was a light. 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 I am in a mood, he said out loud to his friend. I am in a mood. Disenfranchised. It feels like I'm rushed. I'm high level somewhere, but it's not here. I don't know about that one. I'm getting kind of uncomfortable. I find the music often affects things. And there was light. I am in a mood, he said out loud to his friend. I am in a mood, disenfranchised. It feels like I'm rushed. I'm high level somewhere, but it's not here. I'm high level at something, but I'm not doing that something at this time. Somewhere I'm great, but not here. I'm great somewhere, but not here. I feel disenfranchised. I feel like I could be something somewhere, but not here. To be more positive is to be stronger and drop the negatives, for example. Do not be afraid to be amazing. Turns into be amazing. Now, take this a step further. Don't be afraid to. Does have value. It changes the sentence. So to keep the negative out in there without sacrificing the positive integrity of the statement, we say be amazing. Do not be afraid to be amazing. Or if we wanted to take steps further, we could say be amazing. Don't be afraid to be amazing. Be amazing. And even further, be amazing. Don't be afraid to be amazing. Amazing, god damn it. Be amazing. What the fuck are you waiting for? Amazements. Amaze God. Damn it, Caleb. Henry adjusts the earbud in his left ear. We are calculated, not cold. We are warmly calculated. The chaos appears as an illusion, masking a horror of order. If only they knew how orderly things are. If only I knew. It's my conscious self that organizes this elaborate puzzle. A reversion to practice. Why the keys don't type as fast as they should. Why the words don't come out like they should. I'm my greatest fan. Hello, friend, she says to herself in the mirror. Every day, every morning, every night. Hello, friend. Hello, indeed. Hello. I feel strong. I feel strong somewhere. I know I'm strong. I think it may not be with the K120. Not right now, at least. The words are lagging. I mean, it's not me who lags. The machine, the screen lags, and the screen isn't capturing the words. I put them in. It's like there's this delay, and I know the delay's in the machine. It's me, but I need more computing power. I need nutrition. I'm malnourished. It's true, but I'm healthy at this time. Thai cabbage salad, and mommy, carrots, rainbow, and kale, the fucking works. And a giant thing of chocolate milk, and it's got calories.